I am out today. There was a listing on Facebook Marketplace for $1 each. He had pictures up. I'll show them right now. A couple like minor keys in there, except I just noticed that there is one key in there that I want to go see if I can get for $1. The first Madam Web, and I think right now high is like 200 something bucks, and it's blowing up because there's a rumor or news that Madam Web was cast, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Hopefully I get some good deals out of this trip, and let's see.
A few moments later.
All right, so all done. Most of the books were in there. There was actually a lot more books than what he had pictured. I kind of thought, what if I just buy the whole thing? I had like $100 on me cash because I'm planning on going to some other places. But when I looked through, before I decided on doing that, I thought I should look through the whole set, the whole collection, see if the Madam Web was in there. The Madam Web was not. I had to kind of slyly ask him, is everything from the pictures here? And he said yes. I was like, oh, so no one else grabbed anything? He was like, well, some other people were coming, and then they bought like 30, 40 here and there. And I was like, oh, crap. So I'm pretty sure someone grabbed that Madam Web because I did not see it in there. I went through the collection like 3 or 4 times. So what I did do is I targeted X-Men because I do want to collect X-Men, and there were a couple X-Men keys that I recognized. Minor keys, nothing crazy. At least I don't think. I need to check them when I reveal what I got. And then there was a couple other keys that I noticed from the pictures that I decided I might as well grab. So other than missing out on that first appearance of Madam Web, not a bad haul. This was 25 books for $25, $1 each. I knew that there was some like $25, $30 keys in there, and thankfully some of those were still in there, so I made sure to grab those. I kind of winged it with some stuff, but mainly I knew that there were some keys in the X-Men line that he had for sale, so I decided to just basically grab as many of the X-Men as I could, kind of work on the run a little bit, and also knowing that he had like, I believe like 4 keys, let's say, nothing too crazy, but keys nonetheless that are better than $1. So starting here, got the 170. No info on that as a key. 176. 176, just some kind of minor key right there. No like real price increase. 177, just kind of a filler. 78, and then this one was one of the that I knew was a key because I already have one of these. This is First Battle of Colossus versus Juggernaut. Actually, I think I got this on one of my previous videos, and I got that for $3. So to get this for $1, I mean, oh well. But I got another one now. This is something I found at somewhere else, but I know that this key came up recently. They added it to Key Collector, and nothing crazy. It's just a minor key. It does have a little bump on the high grades, but yeah. Just some more filler, I believe. 189. Filler, X-Men filler, X-Men filler. This is another one that I have before from the sale I had for $3 each. I had one of these. This is actually not a bad key because it is the first appearance of Nimrod, so it gets a good little bump there compared to $1. Nimrod being this like super advanced Sentinel. Hopefully they bring him in the movies. I would love to see Nimrod. There's some concept art online that makes him look so sick, but I don't know. Hopefully they do bring him in some way. So more filler, and 193. This one turned out to be a key. I was just grabbing the X-Men just to get them, and I did not realize that this was a key. So to my surprise, this has a high of 20. First appearance of Firestar in the continuity. So yeah, this was a kind of a lucky grab, I guess, because I had no idea. This is another key I recognize, but this one doesn't shoot up too much. It is something that does have some news about some WandaVision stuff. So I guess that's like info that's passed, but it did shoot up to a high of 10, and I knew it was in there, so I decided it was part of that batch of X-Men that I wanted to grab. This is something I already have. This is actually something I always wanted because it's the first Wolverine versus Sabretooth, and yeah, I just picked it up because nice to have another copy. And also I do know that this is worth more than $1, and it is a high of 30. So for $1, pretty good. A little bit more filler here, and then these two were in the pictures. These are 2 copies of this, but I saw these in the pictures and knew that this was a key because I have one of these, but the copy I have are very beat up. And yeah, 2 of them, high of 35. These are in pretty good condition, probably somewhere in between the mid and high, but compared to the copy that I have, these are in much better condition. The one I have is like, I think the spine is like ripped up, and it might even be separated from the book. I'm not sure, but I'm glad that at least one of these was still there to get both of them. Awesome. And so good return on that, I guess you can say. Some more filler. So here's where a lot of the bigger keys were gone. So this is just a little minor key here, high of 8. Origin of Madeline Pryor, and a couple more fillers. And then also picked this up. I recognized it as a minor key, mainly because it's kind of sandwiched around for second Jubilee and first cameo or first appearance of Gambit, however you call that, even though this isn't the one that everyone calls the first appearance of Gambit, but whatever. So yeah, minor key. I knew it was a key. I just picked it up because it was running with the theme of I'm going to pick up all the X-Men off of him. And then I kind of went through with Spider-Man. This is what I found in there first, and I knew that this was a key. So I remember this one being a key. Has a high of 20, so not too bad. I kind of was trying to pick out stuff to kind of fill out what I could pay him. I only had so much money on me, so I pretty much figured to keep getting more out of the deal, basically. So not too bad for something I kind of just off the top of my head. But with that, I ended up also picking up another book with Black Suit. I don't know why. I think I kind of slightly took a gamble on this one because I didn't know if this fell in line with the keys, because this is around the Spot time, and Spot is making kind of a splash right now, or it has some hype behind them. The character Spot, that's mainly with like Spectacular Spider-Man 98, 99. These books started blowing up a little bit because of rumors of Spot coming to, I believe, one of the MCU things. Spider-Verse right here. Spot rumored as villain for Spider-Verse. And yeah, I just knew that it was around that time, but I just picked it up just to pick it up, but it turns out it's not a key, it's just a filler, so whatever. I kind of wasted $1 there, but whatever. This one was one that was in his pictures as well, and I was very surprised it was still there, because I think of his pictures, this was maybe the second book of value, because most of the stuff in there was not beyond, like, let's say $50 or anything. But this key, First Nebula, high of 45. It's of course not a high grade. It has like a bit of a spine roll. It'd have to be pressed, maybe a little bit of cleaning, but not bad for $1. So somewhere around 12 to 45, let's say, split the middle, I don't know, $20 maybe, and picked it up for $1. So not too bad. And then last but not least, I was kind of stuck at $24. I didn't know what to get for just breaking it to having a 20 and a 5 on me, so I didn't want to have them like get change for me. So I was trying to look for another book. So cover wise, very famous for Spider-Man fans, and now with Gwen Stacy having such a big impact right now, Death of Gwen Stacy. This is, of course, not that book. It is a Marvel Tales reprint. And I knew that the reprints of Gwen Stacy's death were good for pickups because they usually would be pretty good price. They would usually have some pretty good values on them from another reprint that I've seen before that I skipped on. So I knew this would be a good buy, but to my surprise, it was even better than I thought, because the other one I thought was probably priced at, like, let's say a high of 15, maybe even 20, but this is coming up as a high of 30, so this is actually a pretty good grab. I didn't expect it to be that much more of a book. I think it's maybe an earlier reprint of that storyline, so that's probably what drives that price, along with this cover being what it is. So yeah, 25 bucks, a lot of X-Men in there. Actually, now looking at it, there's quite a lot of keys. It's probably like maybe something like 40% keys, 60% filler, and then these other ones on top of here, just one mishap there, but keys, minor keys. So yeah, not too bad for 25 bucks, right? So hope you liked it. Thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Thank you very much. Happy hunting and take care. Goodbye.